This is The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line on 938 Live.
The oversupply of lawyers in Singapore could abate somewhat in the future as some of them move overseas while others switch their career paths. That's according to the managing partner of Rajah and Tann Singapore, Eng Beng. He spoke to 938 Live's Travis Teo on the sidelines of the launch of Rajah and Tann Asia, a collective of 8 regional law firms. Rajah and Tann Asia is looking at opportunities with companies that are fast expanding in Southeast Asia and require legal services. Mr. Lee says that building this new business will take time.
I would say it's early days for us in terms of going out into the Southeast Asian market. The challenges really are that first, there is going to be increased competition. If you look at the legal industry, the biggest firms internationally are the English firms and the US firms and some European firms, and they're all interested in this part of the world. And they're very good firms indeed. We're probably not as experienced or widely spread across the globe as they are. But, we're concentrated here and we've got the home ground advantage because we are locally owned, locally managed.
Just this week, Law Minister K. Shanmugam have said that the number of practicing lawyers leaped by nearly 25%. That's over 4 years. Do you agree with that statement that there are more lawyers and there's actually a glut of lawyers now in the market?
Well, I would agree. If we are speaking about the Singapore market alone. But if you go out of Singapore and you look around the region, there is actually a very strong need for well-trained, well-qualified lawyers. And I think there are opportunities for Singapore lawyers to sort of go out into the region and, I think they will find that the skills that they have will be very relevant in those jurisdictions as well.
So do you expect that going forward there will be more Singapore lawyers moving out of Singapore and going perhaps into the region?
Yes, but if you're a Singapore lawyer, you are qualified to practice Singapore law. To the extent that Singapore law is used outside Singapore, yes, you will be fully competent to practice. But I think Southeast Asia is a diverse region. The systems are very different. And when Singapore lawyers go out of Singapore, I think they have to be prepared to collaborate closely with the local lawyers of that particular jurisdiction that they're working in.
So how then do you think, with this large amount of practicing lawyers here in Singapore, what should new lawyers, new law students be doing? Going forward, they'll be facing a lot more competition.
Well, for me, I think the first thing that needs to change is the mindset that if you get a law degree, you should practice. I think it's a versatile degree. There are a lot of very good jobs that a holder of a law degree can do. Practice of law is not for everybody.
Right, I see. So maybe they can consider other jobs, other career paths.
Yes. And in fact, we can see that because even from the past, when there was no oversupply of lawyers, the attrition rate was usually quite high. So after a few years, quite a lot of the young lawyers leave practice anyway. So maybe it was not their cup of tea in the first place. So I think the increase in supply of lawyers will be good for the law firms. It will be good for the economy in general.
So finally, what will make a lawyer stay on, to practice, to continue practicing?
I think that's personal to every lawyer. All of us who stay on in practice have got our reasons why we continue doing this. For a lot of us, it's about the passion, the professional satisfaction. But I think also for a lot of us, it's about the people that we practice with. We're all in partnerships.
What about yourself? Do you have a personal passion or area of interest?
For me, I think it's a combination of all that. I love the law. I like the practice of law, get satisfaction from doing it, and I think I've got a great bunch of partners to be with.
And that was Eng Beng, managing partner of Rajah and Tann Singapore.